Hello. We're here. Just looking for a fresh glove. A fresh glove. I'm opening the package. Did he show you his package? His what? His package. Yes, at some point later in the eve it was to me revealed. I have no shame. We're here. Oh, my drawing glove. Oh, whoops.
No glove,
where
no
we at?
art.
Fingers bleed when I draw? No. Not that I know of. I do need to go grab one more thing, but I will be getting started here in a few minutes. So hang tight. figure out what we're doing. I think today will be fair stuff, for sure. How's everybody doing? Sorry for the very long standby, but we're here now. I'm gonna hop out of this. Do y'all care if we do Dandy?
Sure, it'll be
Make it
fun.
a little more lively in here. We're in a group chat right now. I think everyone in here is in there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Transferring over. I'm not currently seeing. Don't know if that's going to show voice Dandy. Refreshing the cache. I'll try to figure it out. Chris, I put you in there. You can jump in if you want or don't. It won't hurt my feelings. You go eat. Come on in. Or don't. I don't care. You aren't going to hurt my feelings. What was that from? That's a used trailer commercial. Hey, Mir, I'm doing all right. Voice widget. Oh, we're in the wrong one. We need to go down to this one. Oh, yeah, see, I was dumb. I did a stupid.
You want a drink, Frost? Here he goes.
Let's see. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
We'll see you around there, guys. See you as well.
Have a good night.
Birthday skip.
It is coming up. Okay, it's right above my head there. I see it.
It's like you had a thought.
Yeah, he just went to bed. Sorry, I gotta do camera check. There it goes. Okay. I gotta switch to a different camera. Yeah, there it goes. My bad. You did not pass the vibe check. How would it go? Be like. Hum, hum.
Just a minute.
Where is it?
Just a minute.
What is that?
So, what the heck is it?
I don't know. I guess he just left it outside. Is it some kind of toy?
Did he think it's bugged?
You think he'd make a doll of himself and stick a microphone in it? And leave it at the door to spy on us? I mean, he's not that dumb. But I don't think he's that smart either.
It just looks like some ugly little bean.
I think the nose is too small.
You think he's got a big nose?
Yeah, Slippy's right. I've seen him up close, and he's definitely got a snoofter.
A what?
He's got a big nose.
Nah, what'd you call it? How'd it go?
You know you're perfect just the way you are. Don't listen to them. That's the other one's job anyway. You're going to someone special.
And then I'm going to have a different apartment. The door and the walls and everything will look the same, but I'm just getting this done first. Ew! I have Farrah's lines.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Huh? Oh, ew. Who is it? Huh? Oh, ew. Huh? Oh, ew. Oh, ew. Oh. Ew. Hmm? Oh. Ew. Oh. Ew. Huh? Huh? Oh. Ew. Hmm? Oh. Ew. Ew. Oh.
That
Ew.
was good.
Oh. Ew. Oh. Ew. Who is it? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Ew. Who is it? Huh? Oh. Ew. Who is it?
I'll
Who
mix
is
them,
it?
but these are all usable.
Oh. Ew. Oh. Ew. Oh. Ew. Hmm? Oh. Ew. Oh. Ew. Huh?
Got to remix this into a song at this point. That'd be perfect.
Oh. Ew. Hmm? Oh. Ew. Who is it? Huh? Oh. Ew. Who is it? Huh? Oh. Ew.
It's gonna be like, huh? Ew, like that. So I can edit that to be exactly what I want. I have plenty of takes to choose from, but I must download them. But yeah, I will be tonight. I will be animating the 3D model for Fox McCloud. I mean, Farrah Phoenix.
Just a minute.
Wait, what? Ding dong.
Just a minute.
What is that?
So, what the heck is it?
I don't know. I guess he just left it outside.
Is it some kind of toy?
Did he think it's bugged?
You think he'd make a doll of himself and stick a microphone in it? And leave it at the door to spy on us? I mean, he's not that dumb. But I don't think he's that smart either.
It just looks like some ugly little bean.
I think the nose is too small.
You think he's got a big nose?
Yeah, Slippy's right. I've seen him up close, and he's definitely got a snoofter.
A what?
He's got a big nose.
Nah, what'd you call it? How'd it go?
You know you're perfect just the way you are. Don't listen to them. That's the other one's job anyway. You're going to someone special.
So I have to make a copy of this one. The little plush over here. Yeah, I had spent about an hour or so looking for the right patch. The one for the it had to be a little out of tune. I ended up like changing one and editing one to be goofy and slightly out of tune. It wasn't perfect, but it was very close to what I wanted it to be. And now when I'm listening to it, it's like if this was a cartoon that came out in the 80s, that soundtrack would be exactly that. That's, that is literally his theme song. It's like, we have Wolf O'Donnell at home.
So, what the heck is it?
I don't know. I guess he just left it outside.
Is it some kind of toy?
Did he think it's bugged?
You think he'd make a doll of himself and stick a microphone in it? And leave it at the door to spy on us? I mean, he's not that dumb. But I don't think he's that smart either.
It just looks like some ugly little bean.
I think the nose is too small.
You think he's got a big nose?
Yeah, Slippy's right. I've seen him up close, and he's definitely got a snoofter.
A what?
He's got a big nose.
Nah, what'd you call it? How'd it go?
You know you're perfect just the way you are. Don't listen to them. That's the other one's job anyway. You're going to someone special.
Where is the damn van that he's in? Hello. Hello, Joe. Sound like Darth Bobo from Tripping the Rift. Hello, Chode. Darth Bobo. I thought I smelled Vaseline. What do you want
Missed that
anyway?
show.
You ever seen that?
Yes, used to watch it all the time.
I saw the pilot when it was just called Commander Chode.
They made a movie on it. It was great.
Oh, hello, Saxon.
Oh, would you like a hand job?
Okay.
The best of Adult Swim right there.
Wait, that was on Adult Swim?
Yeah.
I know Tripping the Rift was on Comedy Central, I thought, but
Maybe I'm remembering it wrong.
the Chode thing with Darth Bobo, that had titties in it. That had like a bent over naked butt with a party favor shooting out going.
Yeah, that was in the show too.
Wow, that's a show I haven't heard of in years.
VX Banaka, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Hey Mita, how's it going?
Doing pretty good. I'm just chilling out, getting ready to get everything prepped for Monday. How about you guys?
I'm just doing the same, getting ready to finish this ad.
Oh yeah, I noticed that you're gonna make a new plushie.
Have you seen the ad so far?
I just saw it right now on the stream. I like what I'm seeing so far. I like how you have like various takes of Boogs going, ew.
Well, that's the ones she did last night, so I'm gonna get it animated here and then add them in. But yeah, Banaka and Joe, thank you for raiding me. Joe, we're in Dandy. Chris is gonna hop in here in a couple when he's done with dinner or whatever, but until then, I reckon it's just us.
I guess you'll have to do for now.
I love when you mention these obscure cartoons because it just makes me realize that they weren't fever dreams.
Which ones?
Right now you were referring Tripping the Rift, and I'm like, yes,
Oh,
I
yeah,
do
yeah.
recall watching that when I was younger.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
like, yeah,
like
I
a
knew that wasn't a fever dream.
320 by 240 MPEG. It was like 5 megabytes or 10 megabytes. I was like, dude, have you guys seen this Commander Chode video? And it's so, like, it really is. It's like a Doom resolution, like 320 by 200 or something. But yeah, I remember that. And then I remember seeing a different version of that episode on a DVD. And it was so weird going from something that was so little you could barely tell what the characters looked like, and then seeing it on like 800 by 600. Like even nowadays, 800 by 600, that's not a bad resolution to see a movie in. But holy shit, it's weird when you see something, when you've only ever seen something in like really pixelated low res detail, and then one day you see like the original film cut of it. It's so off-putting. It's like my mind is trying to tell me that this is fake and it's not the same thing, but it's literally the same thing but better of what my brain is used to, and I just couldn't get fucking used to it.
Was the lower resolution one the pilot of the show?
Yeah. When it was just a funny MPEG that you downloaded off the internet, and it was called Commander Chode, or like the file
Gotcha.
was cchode.mpeg or chode.mpeg, and oh my god! Sorry, I want to play this ad thing again. There's a ding dong here somewhere.
Just a minute.
So, what the heck is it?
I don't know. I guess he just left it outside.
Is it some kind of toy?
Did he think it's bugged?
You think he'd make a doll of himself and stick a microphone in it? And leave it at the door to spy on us? I mean, he's not that dumb. But I don't think he's that smart either.
It just looks like some ugly little bean.
I think the nose is too small.
You think he's got a big nose?
Yeah, Slippy's right. I've seen him up close, and he's definitely got a snoofter.
A what?
He's got a big nose.
Nah, what'd you call it? How'd it go?
You know you're perfect just the way you are. Don't listen to them. That's the other one's job anyway. You're going to someone special.
Well, I'd say that's a pretty good amount of work for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Not patting myself on the back, but I've been sitting here and just being like, am I going too slow? Am I not doing enough? And it's like a minute and 32 so far.
Not bad.
Yeah, minute 32 is when it fades in on Farah's block of the building. Hers is, this is going to be different. It's going to be a different building, different texture and whatnot. And it's just going to be one angle. Like it's going to be this angle. And it's going to open up and she's going to be there and be like, ew. And he's going to just like pass the camera. He'll be here and she punts it and he'll just be like, you know, whatever, just like out at this angle here. And then the door will shut again. And then it's just going to cut to black. Like, bzzz. What? Oh, ew! Just exactly like that. Door closed, cut to black. Just really quick. The quickness is what will add to the funny.
Just a minute.
What is that?
So, what the heck is it?
I don't know. I guess he just left it outside.
Is it some kind of toy?
Did he think it's bugged?
You think he'd make a doll of himself and stick a microphone in it? And leave it at the door to spy on us? I mean, he's not that dumb. But I don't think he's that smart either.
It just looks like some ugly little bean.
I think the nose is too small.
You think he's got a big nose?
Yeah, Slippy's right. I've seen him up close, and he's definitely got a snoofter.
A what?
He's got a big nose.
Nah, what'd you call it? How'd it go?
You know you're perfect just the way you are. Don't listen to them. That's the other one's job anyway. You're going to someone special.
You think that should be a...
I think the nose is too small.
You think he's got a big nose?
Yeah, Slippy's right. I've seen him up.
You think that should be a face, an emote?
I think the nose is too small.
You think he's got a big...
Yeah.
Alright, fuck it. Why not? Why not? Yeah, let me do that. Emote. Be a fox in hurt. I should make a kale emote as well. What do you think?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Are you sure?
Committed.
Well, the only criticisms I would ask you about we can only see when I render it out at, I can't remember what was it? I think it's 112:56:28. You literally have to put them out at 3 different ones, or let YouTube do it for you, or Twitch do it for you. Yeah, like literally going here and putting in 112. I think it's 112. All right, that's good. Just wonder if the lines should be thicker. This is what you do any time in the world that you do your icons this way in Blender. Always add a thickness modifier so you can do this. You're like, oh, what if I want it to be thicker like that? See, when you render down here, you can go to the slot and pick a different slot for different render, and then you can hit J to cycle between the two of them. And, set it to actual size. Or zoom in or whatever, it doesn't matter. And see how they look. I usually don't use the thickness thing until you get down to the really small sizes. This, on its own, if you're one of those people that has like one of those giant TVs and watches Twitch on it, and you get to see the really high resolution icons that people use for their emojis, then good for you. That's great. Hi, Hammy. I'm sorry I was in the middle of explaining shit when you came in. How have you been?
Hello. Oh, pretty good.
So let's say I save this one. I don't remember what folder it would be in. Stream. Twitch emotes. There we go. Okay, I see it. So this will be a Fox and Hurt. $112 with alpha. Sorry, I've got to remember this shit. Color management. And now, like, the 112 is easy. The 56 and the 28 are a little more challenging. See this? Instantly off the bat, I would tell you that all the other outlines of him are too thin. Like, you don't even see the outlines here. See? So, this is where I would... Yeah. This is where I would do the thickness modifier. Bring it up and see how this looks. And compare these. See how that already looks just a million times better. Let's push it up even more and see what happens. Set it to the higher one. This is the old one, so set it to this one when you hit F12. That's using the J key to cycle between 2 slots that you've picked here to hit F12 and render to. You can do up to 8 if you want, but notice when I hit the J key, if J key isn't working for you, let me look it up. What has the J key as a shortcut? This is it right here. Render slot cycle next. is the command. If you want to compare, if you have two renders of a scene you're doing and you want to do like, I want to render it in cycles, now I want to render one, and you switch it to Eevee and you're like, I want to compare the two and see how they look just with a stroke of a key. That's how you would do it. You go up here, set it to slot 1, and then you do your first render. And then immediately after the render is done, you set your image slot, you're in the image viewer down here, you set it to slot 2 or 3 or however many you want to use or whatever. And Jay switches between, this is slot 1. This is the old one. Yeah. Oh, I've got 3 of them going now. I don't know how do you delete one? Can you delete one?
Hello.
Hello.
Yachty.
Hello.
How you been, bud?
I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome.
Is that famous artist Dudesky?
Dude, I'm not famous, dude.
Not yet.
What's weird is this is the first time I've seen your voice. Wow, I really was going to say that, wasn't I? And I did. It's the first time I've heard your voice. You don't have to call me out like that.
So you know the drugs, kids.
Disgusting.
I didn't, sadly. I'm sorry.
You alright?
Like, over the past 4 months, I think I've turned into a stoner. Just a little bit.
A tiny bit?
Just a little bit.
A wee bit.
It only takes a little, but it goes a long way.
Have you ever noticed on PlayStation 1 that, like, hold on. Have you ever noticed on PlayStation 1, like, when you're playing Tomba 2, that you...
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Well...
Have you all seen the video I'm talking? Kroby Cat.
No.
It's that one streamer playing Tomba 2, and the dude sitting next to him is just like riffing so hard, and it's super cringe, I guess, until like the guy playing it's like one of those games done quick things, and he's trying to get through the game, and this dude just keeps saying the cringiest shit. And then finally, the dude's just like, yeah, wow, that's really great, dude. And then finally, like, the dude can't read the signs, you know, so he keeps doing it. And then finally, the dude playing Tomba 2 is like,
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
and then he just sits there. He just completely shuts down. Like in the game, there's this music because he's reading through dialogue. I wish Joe was here. He'd be able to. He has a soundboard set up with the fucking. But it zooms in on the dude's face, and the picture's like over 2 minutes. It just zooms in really. So I'm just gonna have to play it.
Please do.
Yeah. The Kroby Cat.
It's just the unfortunate circumstance of somebody who can't read a room and also understand that not every moment of silence needs to be broken.
$50 from Anonymous. Here's $50.
Yeah. This is God. It's 8 minutes long. Well,
I mean, you can just find the moment.
I'll play this part first, and then we can.
Are you talking about the video where the guy's like in the Zelda costume or the Link costume, and he's like playing the game?
That
and the guy won't shut up?
Could you please stop? I have something to say. My grandmother was like when I first heard about it, it was like, oh, she has cancer and she's gonna, and she doesn't have a long time, and like they they clap and blah, blah, blah. And the more that I looked into it and found out what it really was, it was like uncovering the most horrible, like upsetting alternate take of the story. It was, and you read more, it was like, oh, she went to the doctor and they said that she might, and it's like, no, she didn't go to the doctor and she didn't have symptoms. She was just talking about her grandmother having had, and she's asking Speedrunner at the GDQ thing to stop his game so she could tell everyone watching that she was worried that one day she might get a thing that she.
It was
like,
poorly timed.
Yeah. I don't like. She's probably still harassed by stranger shitheads on the internet to this day, but anyway, all of that set aside, yeah, I remember a lot of people being like, "Dude, why didn't you stop playing your game?" I don't know. Is this it? Is it? Let me rewind. Okay, 5:16. I'll rewind a little bit in case you have not seen this video. Here we go. Dude it's at Summer Games Done Quick 2014. God, this is 10 years ago.
I have fast pants.
We get turbo pants later.
Keep in mind,
Now you're just
this is after this guy has been here making cringy riffs for like I don't know how long. I'll start back a little earlier. We can suffer a little more.
I mean, I could always wear the pants.
We have $10 from Zarganian, and he says he's got to give some money for his bro Chibi on the couch right now and get him some birthday hype.
Hey, thanks, Zarganian.
We have $20 from Eoin, Tomby Squirrel Suit Hype, donating another $5 if the announcer can pronounce my name right. Hopefully I was close.
Oh yeah, this game is called Tomby with an I.
No, Eoin, the donator. But I pronounced both of you wrong. Forgive me.
I prefer Tomba. It makes him sound more masculine.
Yeah, they got like
Does.
I mean, he has pink hair, so he is a true man.
My name is Tomba the Mighty.
He doesn't actually talk though, so he would never say that in any situation.
He makes grunts. That's kind of like talking.
You could pretend he does. I have fast pants.
We get turbo pants later.
Now you're just making me excited.
Yeah, I don't think you're ready for that.
I don't think I am. I think I need some time to prepare my body.
He felt like he's so muscular, he just felt no change in his weight.
Like everybody knew a guy like that in high school.
Tomba just proceeded to put him in his pants.
Well, yeah, I got fast pants.
Never doubt the powers of weapon space.
Alright. Alright.
From Brendan 3, love Tomba 2.
pressure
I
is
never fully
building.
beat it as a kid and just managed to beat it for the first time a couple of years ago. You've made my workday so much better.
Dude, somebody else has a birthday today.
What are the odds?
Right?
And I played this game, and this music plays constantly.
It's kind of coincidental how, like, in most games, pigs are evil.
Such as?
Well, Diddy Kong Racing, Zelda.
We're almost there.
Mother.
Hang on.
Thank you for the list of evil pigs in video games.
You can tell he's about to
How come I
pop.
never saw this Christmas special as a kid?
You can see it on the
It's a rare
thing.
game, I guess, really. 300, I thought it was like 60. Well, like new, I guess.
Been a good sport up until now.
The greatest trick.
Since when did Super Mario Brothers U get here?
Good joke.
So confirmed Santa's #1 helper is a squirrel.
Hello.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Meowdy.
There it is. There it is. It's like, sorry.
Space
Here it is.
the greatest trick.
Since when did Super Mario Brothers U get here?
It was the squirrel thing. He just couldn't take it.
So confirmed Santa's #1 helper is a squirrel.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet. But yes, you are correct.
The rest of the video.
$10 from DraftQ. Tombi 2 was my favorite childhood game, so I just had to.
Great edit.
Thank you so much for the ride.
That's exactly how it feels, too. If you're the guy who acts like that and someone says that to you, this is exactly how it sounds and feels. I love Kroby Cat, or however you say his name, for exposing shitty video games and stuff, but this was a good edit. This is... Okay. All right, that's... Oh, Lord.
I was trying to push that button, but I feel like
Thank you for
I
not
can't get my soundboard
prematurely
to work
doing
on-
it before I could give the context to everyone. I thought you were just like, no, I'll let him play it first. Because I saw you join. I was like, oh, he's going to play it. And I'm in the middle of playing the video. Oh, man. But you didn't. And that was great.
I didn't know how. My soundboard's not working.
I was trying to.
Wait, there it is.
Yes,
I would really prefer if you would be quiet. I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Many months later.
All right, so yeah, this one, I think this one's good for the 56. I really do only see the 28s. Let me look. Yeah, I only ever see the tiny ones on here. I'd like to, oh, I can. Can I hit restore? Oh. Yeah, those are definitely higher resolution. If you do Control +++++ on your browser, where you see the Twitch chat, and then you reload, it will reload the higher res versions of your emotes, and then you can shrink back down, and they'll be anti-aliased and look nicer. But if you started in like 100% default view of Google Chrome and refresh it, it's going to use the 28 pixel ones.
We've got to save all this bandwidth.
All right, this is the 28 pixel version. Or the 56 version, yeah.
So I have one of these little batteries for like a pen or whatever, and I was fucking around and I put my friend's mod vape thing on it and it like melted the battery and I have to throw it away now.
Yeah, be careful with that stuff.
Like I unscrewed it, the one I had on there, and it just smelled like chemicals, like straight up.
And you see that the picture of this will look very fucking weird. But when you render to something with that few pixels, you have to take other shit into account. Here, like, see, like his muzzle here, the dots just ruin the front of his muzzle, so
Yeah, the
rendering it
dots
like
kind of
that.
mess it up.
Yeah, you just delete them entirely. Remember, this is a 28 pixel emote. Go down here and stretch the chin out just a tiny bit. That already looks a lot better. But yeah, I would go back here on the head and the outlines of the cheek tuft stuff. And if you see a line, all it is, like, if you see where a line is and it's like it's too thin, it needs to be thicker, you just go to that one here and Alt S, make it bigger, and hit F12 and see how it looks. Repeat. Chris, you ever play Mordheim? Or wait.
Yes.
Or Mordhau. I think that's a...
I know what you're
Final
talking
Fantasy.
about, yes.
Or not Valheim, but yeah, Mordhau. The medieval, like, I fucking love that. I haven't played it in like 2 years, so I don't know if the new updates have fucking ruined it or not. But I always played the horde mode thing, like the co-op, whatever, where it's waves. It's basically like Killing Floor, but with
I
presence.
loved Killing Floor. Yeah, it was medieval Killing Floor for me. I haven't touched it in years, though.
I'm equally proficient in Killing Floor 1 and 2. Back in 2011, I played Killing Floor 1 for hundreds of hours.
Yeah, same. I played it like 1,000 hours with a buddy of mine, and then he bought me Killing Floor 2, and I played it for like 5 hours, and I felt really bad.
Oh, you didn't like the second one?
No, I liked it. I just like fell off, and like I felt
right,
bad that he bought it for me.
Well, dude, I'm gonna be getting into Killing Floor again at some point. I need a new game to play with a bunch of people cooperatively. We're going through.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'd be
State of
down.
Decay
I would
2.
love an excuse.
Did you ever play State of Decay 2 or State of Decay 1?
I played the first one, yeah.
The second one's 4-player co-op, and it's at least as good as the first one, but with 4 players, and it's really neat.
Oh, nice, yeah.
People don't like it because the way that multiplayer works is everyone else is loading into player 1's world. You are helping progress the story in player 1's world, is how it works. I'm fine with that. It's like, oh, well, I can level up one of my dudes by helping out another dude in his story, and it doesn't forward my story at all. Like, it doesn't fuck with my thing. I'm fine with that. Some people hate it, some people don't like it, but with people dropping in and out and everything, like, people being consistent with your story is great because it's not fucking with anything else that they're doing.
Yeah.
It's just like Dark Souls.
Yeah, actually, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah. No, I like that kind of gameplay. I'm not opposed to that at all.
Do I have you on Steam?
No, I don't even know. Let me check my fucking name. What is it?
Just give it to me off stream in a DM
Yeah.
or whatever.
I'll shoot it to you
Every
over
time
DM.
I even mention Steam on here, I get like 5 random people that I've never met before. If you send me a friend request on something and I have no idea who you are, and we have no reason, like if you're not like helping with my cartoon or one of my friends in real life or something like that, or we've never talked before, don't be offended. I don't accept friend requests from strangers. And it goes triple for Steam.
It's a great way to catch a virus with those damn bots that are running around.
So, I get so many friend requests on Steam, and then I check their profile, and if their most recent game is Counter-Strike, I just block them.
That's a good litmus test.
Hey, join me, and it's like
Ari Kasparov from Russia. Last game, CSGO, 1900 hours. I'm like, oh, okay. Explained to them very politely in Russian that I can't get into those games.
All right, I sent you my friend code.
But yeah, we should definitely play State of Decay 2 at some point. It's if you play the first one, you remember, you know, you have like 5, 6, 7 people in your party or however many, and there is no main character. You switch between all of them. If someone dies, they're gone forever. You can't revive them. You find another survivor. It's exactly like that. And
cool, yeah.
It's super fun. It's like what a Walking Dead game should be. Like if State of Decay was made as The Walking Dead, the video game, it would have sold millions and millions and millions. It would to this day be, you know, but they have their own fucking franchise. They have the State of Decay franchise. But for real though, if it was The Walking Dead, holy shit. They should have done it. 'Cause, I'm sorry, I just say that because the actual Walking Dead video games, other than Telltale, the Telltale games are fine and heart-shattering in some spots, but most of the first-person shooter, whatever, Walking Dead licensed video games are fart garbage. They're not good. They're not even bad. It's not. It's like this isn't even hardly a video game. 4 of your departments were in a coma, and somehow you still got to compile a game that didn't crash. But the rest of it is total shit. That's like I've seen a couple of them. There was a VR. I think it was a Walking Dead VR game that was kind of fun. I tried it once when I was really drunk. I think it was Walking Dead VR, and it was all right. But I've played like 20 other zombie VR games. It wasn't much different. And what was the one where you went into the parish or whatever? Not talking about Left 4 Dead 2. I can't remember. It was a Walking Dead game where you're out around the city, and there's a church and a cross, and you've got a revolver. I can't remember. You were micro juggling with a CAF captain? I think without the word "with," that sentence is a bit strange. I can't believe I still have those on here. I did a bunch of ones recently. I edited. Is it the...
I whip out my dick in public. Everybody screams. I go to jail.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
I have a Herbert button. Every time I hit it, it's just...
Don't forget to save.
That button has made its way into a dream or two of mine, and it's been weird.
Oh my god. Have you ever been woken up to the sound of that?
I hope I never am. I hope I am never in a situation where I need to be woken up by somebody going, Fred, if you will. Come on, play me in here.
That was the best way to start your day.
Oh, fuck off.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Thank you.
What he's dreaming.
We're all dying and coughing every time that we experience joy. It's like
That's because I just took the biggest fucking rip on my bong ever. Though,
that might have something to do with it.
I'm 30
I
and
miss
still don't
having a
have my
bong.
wheeze.
Why am I on fucking auto tune? There we go. No, still
Did you
on
swallow
auto.
a
There we
computer?
go.
Your farts
Jesus
should
Christ.
be on auto tune.
I forgot one auto tune fart, and that's it. What does it sound like when T-Pain eats a can of beans?
Wow.
You gotta get the baby crying, sounding like an
Oh,
auto tune.
Oh, I've got that.
I did have an auto tune on something.
And if
Well, I'll be right back.
I want to hear Herbert auto tune.
I don't remember where my baby cry is.
Oh my god. God damn. Is it really doing that? Sorry.
I actually don't know what happened to my baby cry button. I don't know where it is anymore. This is why I need to upgrade my launch pad. I don't have the color coordination y'all do, and it pisses me off. Not in a bad way, just in this is an inconvenience sort of way.
Lost the baby.
Yeah. There we go. How no? Fuck. How did that turn on? The minimum's at 55.
I found it.
You found.
Put it out of its misery.
God damn.
Baby!
Hey, stop. Stop.
Stop it, baby!
Many months later. I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
I would really prefer if you'd be quiet.
Hey, Emperor.
Woo! Hey.
You missed the
Alright, now do Mongolian throat singing.
Oh. I just shit my pants. I'm getting too distracted from what I'm supposed to be doing.
I shit my pants, but Jesus.
Who shit my pants?
Oh,
Who
good
shit
God.
my pants? Oh no. All right, yeah, I got. Let me. Okay. I think this is good for the icon. That looks good. Yeah. Dick and Boss. Damn. Oh, that just looks stupid. See, it's very, very important how the smallest one looks.
Maybe.
I'm always impressed at like ones like sprite art, how they sort of create the illusion of detail without actually putting a lot, you know?
Especially when you run it through a CRT monitor.
Yeah.
The scan lines and everything. Because I never knew that that's how pixels worked. Like when I first got an NES emulator, it was Nesticle back in 96, I think. I downloaded it like a day before we left to go up to Virginia for a week. And I got Mega Man 2 and Bionic Commando to work. And I just discovered that emulators were a thing. Like I had heard about them on, you know, like muchos emuladores, like websites and stuff. I was like, what is this weird, like Master System 2 emulator ROMs? What the, huh? And then I figured out what it meant, and I was like, I'm never gonna rebuy a video game ever again. I know it sounds bad, but yeah, my first one was Nesticle. Oh my god, that was a while ago. I used to use the sprite editor thing in that and make Mega Man naked and shit like that. You gotta like
why?
You know, I don't know. I was just like,
Why
oh my
not?
god, you can edit out the sprites. I gave Rad Spencer and Bionic Commando, I gave him a fro instead of a flat top spiky thing.
I just don't feel like
100%.
Mega Man is somebody you should want to see nude. But that's a personal thing, I guess.
I was like 11 years old. I was like, oh my god, I can edit the sprites of the video game? What? This is how NES games work? Wow! Yeah, it was... I apologize.
No, you don't. You say the words, but they have no meaning.
There we go. See the difference? If I put this back, look at this part of the eye here. See, it gets darker. But if I go in there and move it up here and like this, see? See that you got that extra pixel to work with. That's great. I think that's great. Now, as far as the whisker pads, maybe I can just put a couple on there. Now, see how it looks there? It just, that fucking sucks. Just make them smaller and farther apart. Yeah, using Blender for pixel art, I wouldn't recommend it, but it's not too bad there. There. So there's still a hint of them there. But the one over on this side needs to be a little bit smaller. Maybe farther over this way. And then this one darker and bigger. Maybe over here too. It's really tricky to do in Blender, but... And we'll actually like put the tongue down because it takes away from the open mouth look. So we'll delete the tongue and we'll delete the throat hole.
Eh.
There. And the fact that there's teeth back here is kind of weird. Let's get rid of those and see how that looks. Maybe even these. You know, it looks silly thinking that he has no teeth, but when you see this as a tiny icon, and the bigger ones, like if you see the bigger ones, they'll look better. I think maybe we can give him some teeth on the bottom. See, make the lines thinner. I don't know. Kind of like the 4 pixels there as the teeth, but. Hey, that's looking good. Hey, yeah. Actually, yeah, for a 28 pixel sprite, I'll go with that. But this here needs a little more gray on it.
Nice.
Just getting there.
I'm back.
How you
Welcome
doing?
back.
Good. I made myself a VTuber.
Really? Which platform did you use?
A virtual potato.
I should say PNG tuber, technically.
Oh, right on.
PNG potato.
I was recommended a program called VODOTube, VEADO Tube. That's the one screen. It just lets me import images, and I can make settings on like shaking it around and add little movements.
Oh, that's cool.
And then it's got like a little transparent background I can just add to like OBS or whatever, and then I can just use that as my animated thing while I talk.
Does it have any like parallax options for kind of faux 3D effects, or just PNG?
I think this is literally just PNG.
Okay.
Is it actually just PNG tuber? Because I think that's what I used for my streaming stuff a little while ago.
VODOTube Mini.
VODOTube.
Let's just import the images, and you can pick your side effects.
Oh yeah, no. Looking at the interface, yeah, that's the exact one that I used. I just forgot the name of it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think there's this other option you can use where you're just kind of constantly doing that like sort of figure eight, sort of wobbly motion, and it intensifies when you talk.
It'll be fun to explore. And I also made like 3 different outfits, and I'll just try to remember to switch between them every time I stream. It'll seem more real.
You don't want to be a cartoon character wearing the same thing every day for all occasions all the time?
No. There's so many
Fair
band
enough.
t-shirts.
I'm actually upset I do laundry like once a month because I have enough shirts and shorts and pants to last me that long before I need to do laundry again. I need to scale back.
I always I don't know, I always have a batch of shirts I get rid of every I don't know, like 6 months. I go through all my entire wardrobe and just get rid of stuff, and then so I can get newer, cooler stuff.
Wish I had that kind of discipline, because a lot of the shit that I still hold on to is stuff that I got from friends in like high school, and that was an embarrassing 22 years ago.
Half of my shirts are over 10 years old.
Yeah, I was gonna say like half of my shirts could legally drink by now, I'm pretty sure.
Well, like I keep all this stuff that I actually like, but if it's like my I don't know, like my sisters or someone getting me like a cheap shirt for Christmas like 4 years ago that literally sits in my drawer and rots, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it.
Yeah. I do this thing where I send a bunch of shirts that I still like but I never wear to my mom, and she turns them into a quilt. So I have a different blanket whenever I go and visit her of a bunch of shirts that I never wear anymore.
Wait, that's actually kind of cool. Do you have a picture?
Maybe later this or next year, but still. I don't know.
Yeah,
it gives her something to do. She's retired now, so it's like I send her a bunch of old shirts that I don't wear, and she turns them into another blanket, and it's a nice idea, at least.
Hey, everyone watching right now. Everyone
Look
in
away.
the chat, if you're watching right now, could you refresh the chat? Like, refresh your page right now. I'll give you 5 seconds to refresh.
Do it now.
Are we talking about?
No, it's just to
stream
refresh
or
the emote cache.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
And there it
Oh,
is.
There it is.
There he is.
I definitely didn't say that.
Here comes the boy.
Here comes that boy. Pokemon, go to the polls.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me, man.
That was like a quarter of a golf clap.
Yeah, get him, Jeb. Get him, Jeb. Oh, the puppy's whining about something. God. I'm going to have to babysit tonight. I'll be right back.
Just a minute. What is that?
So, what the heck is it?
I don't know. I guess he just left it outside. Is it some kind of toy?
Did he think it's bugged?
You think he'd make a doll of himself and stick a microphone in it? And leave it at the door to spy on us? I mean, he's not that dumb. But I don't think he's that smart either.
It just looks like some ugly little bean.
I think the nose is too small.
You think he's got a big nose?
Yeah, Slippy's right. I've seen him up close, and he's definitely got a snoofter.
A what?
He's got a big nose.
Nah, what'd you call it? How'd it go?
You know you're perfect just the way you are. Don't listen to them. That's the other one's job anyway. You're going to someone special.
All right. Actually, I just need to get her animation of opening the door. This is going to be a different apartment complex, a different door and everything. There's not going to be any camera changes.
I think I'm gonna go. I'll see you later.
All right, buddy.
See ya.
Have a good one, dude.
It's going to be a completely different door. I'm not sure how it's going to be yet. Joe, what are the initial frames called? The breakdown, or there'd be the frame of her just standing there looking out, and then the frame of her going, ew, and then the frame of her after, like, the full kick. Like, what are those frames called? In smarty pants terms. Has Joe left us? Are we...
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Could you repeat the question?
What would you call those frames? If I was to make the frame of her standing with the door open, then the frame of her going, ew, and then the frame of her at the peak of her punt, like kicking, and then the frame of her hitting, like pressing the button to close, like those 3 or 4 main frames there, what are those called in smarty pants terms?
I feel like they are called storytelling drawings.
No, I mean, when you're setting up an animation, is that like the breakdown or the whatever?
Oh, well, yeah, those are the key poses.
So just key poses, what that would be called. What is the breakdown? Is that like the ones in between them, the single frames in between them that translate between them or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that like in the if there was a bar where animators hung out because they were lonely and wanted to get drunk, someone comes up and they're like, "Hey, baby, what's your sign?" Or like the modern day version of that for animators would be like, "Hey, baby, do you animate on 1s or 2s?"
I animate in MS Paint.
Both are correct.
Yeah, my characters are on 2s, but like CG doors that are opening and the R-wings flying around, they're on 1s. They're in 24. The world is in 24, the characters are in 12. Now, if the character is parented... Say what?
I've noticed that in anime, I think I watched an anime frame by frame once, and the character moved on 2s, but the background behind them moved on 1s.
Yeah. In Disney's Robin Hood is like that. There's some high motion scenes in Disney's Robin Hood, but a wonderful example of almost an entire movie animated, the characters animated on 2s, is All Dogs Go to Heaven, or the version I saw of it, where like pretty much everything was in halves, as opposed to some other movies he did where there's a lot of scenes where it's in 24. Usually if there's a lot of complex movement and stuff, and it's going to take a long time, but it's also not a very important scene, you do it on 2s. If it's the sword fight, if it's the climactic sword fight and they play the title screen music because dude's fighting the last guy, every single thing in that scene better be on 1s. It's like when you're fighting a new boss and it's playing the title screen theme. Like, right. Oh, this is the one. This is the guy. This is what I've been saving all those health potions for.
You can tell because his animation is better.
When the entire like backdrop that you're fighting in just disappears and it just becomes a star field. Just fucking Mega Man it. Or it's like the room you're in, it just goes completely black and it just becomes the universe. Definitely, and like choir starts singing, it's definitely the last boss of the game. Or like when you beat what you think is the last boss and then it becomes that. And it's like, okay, this is final form.
So, you revealed your true... Oh, ew. What? Okay, that right there, what is that? What could you possibly use that for? Oh.
42. I'll make a secret thing in one of my series where if you put the last word spoken in every episode together, it will say a secret phrase. What that phrase will be, time will tell.
Be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Crummy commercial? Son of a bitch. That's the best thing of that.
I mean, it would be probably the funniest thing ever if your entirely fan-funded series that you spent the rest of your life on just had like a secret code that was like Raid Shadow Legends.
The highest effort shitpost in history.
Raid Shadow Legends? More like Raid Shit Show Legends.
Skunt is caught by mods. SCUNT. Don't be such a skunt.
You useless.
I guess it doesn't matter what kind it is.
Skunt. Skunt. Bring the skunt to me.
Why certainly. Okay, you know, y'all remember A Christmas Story?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's seen A Christmas Story.
Give him to me.
Yes.
Y'all remember the bully, Scott Farkas? You're gonna cry, you're gonna cry, baby, cry.
Him growing up, Jesus Christ.
He had yellow eyes. God help me, yellow eyes.
That is Zach Ward. Not only is he in Deadwood, but he is the postal guy in the Postal movie.
Wait, when you say the Postal movie, you're not talking about the Postman with what's his name in it?
Not the Kevin Costner movie, The Postman. I mean the video game movie of the series Postal.
Oh,
the Edgelord
actually, I do not know any of that, so never mind.
Well, yeah, the Postal game where you play as the Edgelord dude with the goatee and you're in a trench coat and you shoot everybody. And
I believe you. I've never heard of and or seen it. If I'm being
never
completely
heard
honest.
of the Postal video game series.
No,
Okay,
no, I have not.
I've never heard of it either.
It's like late 90s, early 2000s Edgelord game. And
I just always thought it was interesting that he played as Mikhail from Resident Evil in the, I want to say the second Resident Evil movie.
Get off my train, shitbird. Or wait, who am I thinking?
Yeah, but in the movie it was the second one. It wasn't the third one. It was the third game, but it was the second movie.
You're talking about Mikhail Victor.
Yes, I could swear that he played Mikhail in the second Resident Evil movie. Not the game, the movie. Because the movie, the second one was like an amalgamation of like 2 and 3 in some bird shit way. He was in it, even if that wasn't the character that he played.
Okay, here I'm looking. Zach Ward, who he portrayed Nikolai.
Nikolai! It was Russian sounding, that much I knew.
Oh, he's from Toronto.
Ooh.
How to find the American spy in Canada when they say Toronto.
Well, now, when I first came here, I said Toronto. And everyone's like, you're supposed to, like, Canadians say it like Toronto. You don't flatten the T. So I started saying it like Toronto. And everyone in Greg's family and everywhere else that I've talked to just says Toronto. So
I think it's like Canada outside of Toronto calls it Toronto.
Is that the thing?
I think so. So like it's technically more popular than Toronto, but yeah.
J'ai dit Toronto. I've been learning how to say Toronto in Japanese. All right. How is Farah going to be portrayed here? I think I'm going to have Farah in her actual uniform, because it is her, like, during the events of episode 1, so she's going to be 26 instead of 16. Here we go. Yeah, if you don't know about the magical texture or the magic texture in Blender, you should let me teach you about it.
Yeah, you showed me that, and I use it constantly.
Isn't it great? And you
yeah,
get it.
I use
you
it
get
for wood.
It's because they're every pixel Like if you have an image or a thing that can be generated, every pixel has a hue, a saturation, a value, and the R, the RG, the R, the G, the B, the hue, the HSV, and all that. And if you have a texture, like when you look at it, it's just like, okay, this is a weird texture, but there's like 10 different patterns or 20 different patterns going on of different things, and they're all just a different HSV, RGB, whatever value. And when you separate them like that, it's all these free patterns and textures that you would otherwise, have to like download a JPEG and have it repeat endlessly or whatever. You know what I mean? And the more that you can do with generative textures, just nodes, like with these here, these are like 3 different sets of things. The more that you can do with that, the more file space you will save. It will take longer to load the shaders and what they're doing, but that's where you balance your concern. It's like, okay, is it taking too long to load, or am I running out of hard drive space too quickly? Or to make it a little more simple, like, is this Blender file taking too many seconds to load, or is it a couple gigabytes and I want it to be a couple megabytes? Like the more that you use generative textures. Because see, this is the shader for this right now. I can make, I could change the shape or whatever of all of this, but every single thing in this texture here is just from these generative nodes. There's no image texture like, load for this 4 megabyte file called poopyfart.png or whatever that has this rocky texture on it. Every single thing in this texture is made just from the nodes in Blender. This is like a kilobyte of data or a couple kilobytes of data rather than a giant PNG texture of this repeating over and over again, which would be like a megabyte, like 1,000 times bigger.
Yeah, you'd have to make it like a raster image. You'd have to use Photoshop.
That's really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, like, let me show you what the actual texture this is. Oh, Rex, you're just popping into this. I just called to say, well, fuck you.
Wow.
Well, thank you for popping in for a second, Rex. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me show you this. All right, new project. Material. This is the default cube. For the color of the default cube, I will put in a texture called the magic texture, and this is the color it gives. This is the picture you see. It's like, what the fuck? These are a bunch of different properties of a pixel that are done over a sine wave, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, let's separate this color. I mean, I'm sure anyone in here who's ever used Clip Studio Paint or Photoshop, you know what hue and saturation and value, HSV, hue, saturation, lightness, value, RGB, each of these properties. See, this is the whole picture. So let's say we only wanted to transfer to the color the value. This value is going to be in grayscale. The value of red. Just from this generative texture that we've got here that you can, make as big or as little as you want. Let's just take the red value and put it in here for the color. This is a 0 to whatever value. It's a single value So it's only going to be shown as grayscale. See, that's already a pattern that can be shown on a thing, depending on the mapping for it. Yeah, let me do that. And then, that's not what I'm looking for. That's what, okay, yeah. Object info is for the random. So this works? Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, this is our magic texture when we're just, yeah, making the scale smaller here, just to make it easier to see. This is what the magic texture looks like just as a color value. Let's separate the red, green, and blue. And we're just gonna do the red value. You know, if you're doing a single value of a thing, this is a value going through. That's why it's a gray instead of a yellow line. The yellow lines are colors. It's my Caesar, hold on. Y'all should definitely try Caesar if you've never had one. It's literally just a Bloody Mary, but instead of Bloody Mary mix, you use Clamato. That's it.
And for only $5.50, you can get a large pizza.
Hot and ready.
Don't mention food items that I can't have at this exact time, because I would totally fuck up a large pizza.
Yeah. So yeah, like here's the red value. As you can see it there in the red when it's on the regular color. Let's try the green. You see it, you notice that there's like a green diagonal line here. Put the green in. The blue. And you go to HSV, the hue, it looks like this. The saturation looks like, this is the thing, if you separate these values of each pixel, it makes a completely different pattern. And it's hard to see. And even lightness is its own thing. So then you do a color ramp, which is, you know, it's the same thing. Hue, saturation, lightness, or RGB, or whatever. See, it's the same stuff, but this is a gradient from white to black. So you go in here on the ramp and adjust it to exactly how you want it to look. Invert it, change the colors to something else. See. And you can set the curve of the gradient if you want them to be constant. Check it out. You set this to constant. And look. Now it's just a flat texture based on where you move things. So you separate these now and they look completely different. You can change them to look how you want. See? Starting to look like 90s cartoon background, like Rocco's Modern Life or something.
I like PewDiePie.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Lines.
Just to show you on magic texture, this is R, this is G, this is B. And you can put distortion on. See, look, you can. Oh, wait. Wait, depth. Okay, hold on. Yeah, this is just distortion. Let's see. You can just start it and every texture node has a distortion thing. See, moving these to RGB. Or you can change it to hue, saturation, and value like we had it before. It just, you can do so much crazy shit with it and make pieces of a texture. It's like, oh, what if I wanted to mix this color with something else? You know, let's make this black and white. There. And now we duplicate this entire thing and add a mixed color. Set it to additive or whatever. Change that to red. Put that in there and start changing shit. See? You can have a completely separate thing. And you can add as many of them as you want. Make the different parts. They don't have to be hue, saturation, value. They can be separate the green value to be something else. It's wild. Or yeah, go up to this one. Don't even make this white, make it blue. See? Make it more subtle. There's millions of things that you can make combining nodes like that. I think I did that on the carpet in the room here. What did I do? Oh boy. Come on. Yeah, here, see? On this carpet. I just picked a couple random ones that looked cool. And this is what the carpet looks like in here. It's kind of dumb, but for what I'm doing, like you see it here. This is all you see of it. This is all you ever see of the carpet. Or when he opens up the door, you see a tiny bit, like right here. Like it doesn't matter. It's still fun though.
Just a minute. What is that?
So, what the heck is it?
I don't know. I guess he just left it outside.
Is it some kind of toy?
Did he think it's bugged?
You think he'd make a doll of himself and stick a microphone in it? And leave it at the door to spy on us? I mean, he's not that dumb. But I don't think he's that smart either.
It just looks like some ugly little bean.
I think the nose is too small.
You think he's got a big nose?
Yeah, Slippy's right. I've seen him up close, and he's definitely got a snoofter.
A what?
He's got a big nose.
Nah, what'd you call it? How'd it go?
You know you're perfect just the way you are. Don't listen to them. That's the other one's job anyway. You're going to someone special.
Farah! What's that, Farah? I really want to animate the Scar and fishnets thing.
I mean, just go for it. What's stopping you?
I mean, what if I secretly did it under a different alias? A nom de plume,
Flash.
if you
Well,
will.
you shouldn't talk about it here where everyone can see you.
I don't care.
Or maybe you should.
I'll keep my secret. It's like Spider-Man saving that L train full of people. All the kids are like, we won't tell anybody. Excellent. And then like 10 minutes later, they're like, yo, what's up? This is your boy, Dime Boy, D-Master, Monkey, Buttfinger 69. I know what the real Spider-Man looks like. Like and subscribe, and I'll send you the J5th.
Do you remember it was the 90s Spider-Man cartoon where they had an episode where he like saves like a girl and he's about to leave and goes like, no, I want to know who you are. It's like, oh, I don't reveal my identity. Oh, please, Spider-Man, please. You know, takes off the mask. Oh my gosh, it's Peter Parker. And, you know, they have a little chat. And then he leaves the building, and then you see right below the building, it's like terminally ill children.
What?
That's funny.
The girl he rescued is literally a terminally ill child in a hospital.
So saving her was kind of pointless, but she knows.
Well, no, the thing of it is, he saved the most vulnerable person of all, and he told the secret, and it's not something you have to worry about for a long time.
He didn't save the most likely to die. He saved the most guaranteed to die. So he's like, yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Like, I'll tell my secret to you. You're gonna fucking die.
That's what I'm getting at. It's like, oh, how long can the girl keep this secret? Will she? Okay. Oh, well, there you go. All right. Next
as long as it wasn't her Make-A-Wish, it's perfectly fine with me. Mwah. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, I never noticed that detail as a kid.
I'm not
so
apologizing.
I was like, why are you telling her? And then
quote the Spider-Man game. I'm gonna die. That video where he's just like hip hushwa and just dead. She's like, I'm gonna die. That's like when you're tied up and you're like, oh, there's a ticking bomb, and it's like 8, 7. It's like, oh my god, and you see Spider-Man, and he's just like hip hoop, and then fails the quick time and just dies right there. It's like you are like, ever since like the last person hearing the guillotine coming down, you are the most assured person that you are about to expire. So I could see that, as cheesy and cringy as that game was with that, it's like I could see that person being like, I'm gonna die. It's like at least they were aware of it. At least they got to see it coming, even if it was 1.5 seconds.
I want my epitaph
after
to be the same
failed
thing that I would say for my final words on this planet, which would be like, oh, okay.
Just O, just lowercase.
Just O, yeah.
Just lowercase OH, no period.
OH
just,
period. That's it. That's all your epitaph reads, like O.
Oh.
I think my
I want my headstone though to have like an actual pressable F button, like just put onto the fucking stone, like so everybody could pay their respects. Maybe a counter on top of that.
A rod sticking up out of the ground that has an eternal Xbox controller in stone. And then just like none of the buttons move, but the X or the F or whatever.
And you have to have a counter.
Maybe it's a keyboard. Maybe it's a marble keyboard, and the only key that's down pressable is the F key. So anyone can come there and hit the F key to pay their respects. I might do that for my.
That's what I want. I want that with a counter so that everybody can see how many people did not repay their respects.
I think my favorite final words of all time was Oscar Wilde's, where on his deathbed in the room with his wife, or not his wife. Well, I guess it was his wife. He was gay, but I think he still had a wife. But
the person he may or may not have been porking. Go on.
He was in the room with someone, and he said, "Either those curtains go or I do."
The choice was made.
Hell yes.
Maybe I want my final words to be, "Oh hell nah."
I feel like your last words your last words are when they come in to show you the magazine of what your coffins, your casket is gonna look like, and you're just like, oh, how dreadful. Oh. That's it.
Oh, I've got it. I want my final words. Yes. I want my final words to be, Terry was a little bitch, so they can put on my epitaph, died of dysentery. Oh, fuck off. That was funny and you know it.
Hip-hop Oregon Trail beats.
Mm-hmm. Emperor gets it.
Should do an Oregon Trail stream where the entire wagon party is the Star Fox crew.
I apologize.
No, you don't. Don't say you apologize.
I'm making disgusting gut noises.
I'm not happy, Bob.
I will survive. I'm here. We'll make it through. We'll see it to the end. All right, Farah. This is what you look like. This is what you have to deal with. This is my reference. This is my design.
It's my design.
This is
my
design. This is my design.
I made this. Power at the disco.
I made this.
Power at the Taco Bell. Sorry.
I'm at the disco. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at that combination disco and Taco Bell. I'm at the disco.
What?
I'm at the Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I'm at that combination pizza.
Combination discotheque and Taco Bell.
People in the street eating chicken and meat.
People eating bacon all across the nation.
Right,
I now need to entertain myself with Electric Six or I'll go insane.
Let's start.
I'm gonna take you to a gay bar.
Let's start it. At the game. Like, I guess you can't say nuclear war. Or I suppose you can't say let's start a war, start a nuclear war. That is definitely some British censorship right there. See, remember, if you go online now and look up the music video for Gay Bar, they censor it. They're like, let's start it at the gay bar. I'm like, really? You have to put a whip crack over start a nuclear war?
Are you familiar with the Clear Channel memorandum?
I'm familiar with Clear Channel.
So after 9/11 happened, Clear Channel, which owned like a third of the radio stations in the country, thought like, oh, some of these songs have awkward lyrics or titles, so we should like block them from being played on the air for a little while. And I'm not going to read the whole list because it's like 300 songs long, but There's
The
a
Two
lot of them.
Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien, an audiobook from Simon Schuster Audio.
It's like we can't. It's called The Two Towers. Let's just suppress it for like 3 months till the news cycle goes through a few times, and then we'll slowly reintroduce it to its natural habitat. It'll be fine.
They, for some examples, they banned Alien Ant Farm's cover of Smooth Criminal.
Why? What was the reasoning?
Because of Smooth Criminal just got away with 9/11.
Just like, someone got attacked,
some of these are
and then
reaches.
the attackers got away, and we're asking if they're okay. Annie is the Twin Towers.
They banned Pat Benatar's "Hit Me With Your Best Shot."
Hit me with your best shot.
They banned Rocket Casbah, which is ironic because that's also a song about censorship. Bob Dylan's "Knocking on Heaven's Door." Leonard Skinner, "Tuesday's Gone," because 9/11 happened on a Tuesday.
For you, it was the most important day of your life.
POD's "Here Comes the Boom."
Wow.
And my favorite, Rage Against the Machine, all of their songs.
just they're gone. They're just like, no.
They're gone.
Every single song, man, every single one can be interpreted because, Bulls on Parade, when they say rally around, it's like, yeah, I can imagine some dude on the radio station being like that, but not enough to censor something.
I posted the list in the chat. There's a lot of them.
Not even joking. I still remember 9/11, and I remember coming home from school and like flipping through channels. Almost all the channels were about 9/11, and there was a few that weren't, and MTV was not one of them. And this was when MTV was still playing music videos. One of the music videos I was playing as I was flipping through that channel was "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor." I was flipping through channels.
And then they made a song, "Let Bin Laden hit the floor, let Bin Laden, let
Thank you,
Bin Laden hit the floor."
I mean, I didn't know it at the time that it was considered like ironic because it was a brand new song at the time. So I was like, I didn't know exactly more of it until I heard the song entirely. I'm like, that was a song I remembered hearing on MTV on that day.
Let Bin Laden hit the floor. 1 W's got to give, 2 W's got to give. It's like, God, there are so many like political parody songs on the radio. Do you remember the Jib Jab? This land is my land. This land isn't your land.
Yep.
It was like John Kerry and W. But like I remember.
But I still got 3 purple hearts.
Yeah, that was Boatgate or whatever it was with John Kerry or some shit. Anyway, like I remember, and then the shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucka.
You're a boner biting bastard, Uncle Fucka.
But yeah, like that was I think that was not Gore. Was it? I gotta find it. Goddamn. Bush Carey Flash cartoon Uncle.
Remember those Flash ads with like Bush working out and Arnold was there?
I don't remember.
It's like click Bush to make him strong.
Right, I do remember that. I know
I remember shit like that. Like, I'm the guy doing the thing. Click here. And you think it's going to be a
Click
thing
the
where you have to
penis.
mash left click, but it's just an image, so you click it once and it just goes
It's
to
like
the
click the
ad
thing
page.
that bounces around the screen. Gotta click it before it bounces off
And
the
a
screen.
free iPod.
I remember around that time there was also a Flash game called Bush Shootout.
Yeah, where he's like
It's
the
like-
Wild West guy, and you go in and customize all the layout or the inventory and all that shit.
It's the you know, the ambiguous terrorists have invaded the White House, and you got to die hard defend the White House as
That's
either Bush or
Newgrounds.
Condoleezza Rice.
All the way through. There's so many there are like so many Eminem Newgrounds games and George W. Bush Newgrounds games.
There were so many Bushisms. Before we had memes, we called them Bushisms.
Is this something that was deleted from the internet? Because it is sure as shit.
Probably.
It is sure as shit not on YouTube. I'm sorry, we've been derailed, but
Stuff from the 2000s, a lot of it is gone.
Yeah, you might find something super deep fried if you're lucky, but
the Jib Jab one is
Should be
still
on their
on
channel.
here, but there was one where it was, I think it's for the very last 3 seconds of it, but I believe it was Bush and Kerry, and it was the uncle fucker thing. You know, shut your fucking face, uncle fucker. And they do the fart solo and all that. And then at the end, it's like, that's you in CLE. Fuck you, uncle fucker. Suck my balls. And when it says suck my balls, a picture of Bill Clinton with Monica Lewinsky with her boobies sticking out, nipples and all, on
Wait a
his
minute,
lap,
isn't that a South Park song?
scoots out. Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes. Yes, indeed.
It is. It's the song from the movie. You know, in South Park, bigger or longer uncut. It's the song from that, but someone made a super duper famous Flash
You don't need to
cartoon.
sleep on mother lawn. You fuck your uncle all day long.
Yes, that's.
Sorry. I know
What's
that one
going on
a
here?
little too well.
But I love the thing. There was like it's like the fucking melody solo with the just farts making the notes. But anyway, there was it was Bush and I guess Kerry. I thought it was Gore, but yeah, Bush and Kerry, and it was the entire Uncle Fucker song from literally from the shut your fucking face like all the way to the end of UNCLE fuck you Uncle Fucker suck my balls, and then right at this suck my balls thing, it's like an image of Bill Clinton, like it's photoshopped. It's Monica Lewinsky sitting on Bill Clinton's lap and her boobs, nipples and everything are out, and she has like a floppy top South Park head that goes suck my balls or whatever, and it shows that at the very last 2 seconds, and I'm thinking that might be why it was scrubbed from the internet, but I don't know. I do not know. I don't want Alan Ritchson to replace Ben Affleck as Batman. I want Alan Ritchson to play BJ or Doom Guy in a Wolfenstein or Doom movie. Like, if Hollywood was not fucking brain dead, they would take the opportunity. Like, if they started or made, you know, movie rights with the video game people, Alan Ritchson is the guy who plays Jack Reacher. Are y'all familiar with Reacher? Like it's the same character, I believe, that Tom Cruise played.
Yeah, I know Jack Reacher.
I saw the first Jack Reacher movie with Tom Cruise. I loved it. I thought it was great. A special surprise appearance by Werner Herzog. Holy shit! Like, it was great. It was a good movie. But it's similar. It's like, you know, a bunch of guys are like, "Hey man, you stranger from out of town, I don't know you. Why did you smile at my girlfriend from 45 feet away? Why don't you and your friends just leave?" "Yeah, we're gonna leave right now, and you're fucking coming with us because we're gonna kick your ass in the parking lot, you fat." "All right then, let's go. But I want to tell you, your girlfriend there, have her stand 30 feet away, because the arterial spray from your neck, when I do a roundhouse with my shoe that is like that kind of, just like, oh man, he's so badass, he's gonna do the thing. I'm going to kick you in the nuts. I'm going to try for your right nut. I'm going to try to not hit your left nut, but there is a possibility when I hit you that you will never father children. I'm offering you the chance to walk away." Oh, guys, listen to this. Oh my God. Dude, we are going to turn you inside out, bro.
There she is.
Yeah, it's, let me find it. Oh, this is, I want to play a little bit, because I want you to, this is Alan Richson. Like, this is a popular series. It's doing well. The writing's really good. It's about on par with Dexter's writing. This is, this dude is just, you know, I forget, I think he was Special Forces or whatever, I can't remember, Army Rangers, Special Forces, Delta Force, something like that. I don't know.
I'm gonna hit the head.
Yeah, this is it. This is the one. I wanted to share this with you. It's a good, if you like stuff like Supernatural, you know, where, you know, it's a, you know, if you miss an episode, you're all right. It's just like, he solved the problem and on to the next problem. But this happens. Like, it's not Dune. You don't have to pay too much attention to it. But if you like the kind of stuff like Supernatural and Ozarks and just like something between Supernatural and Ozark, but excuse me, I'm belching in a very disgusting fashion. But anyway, when he gets into town, one of the dudes that, you know, he knows didn't commit the murder is also like sent to prison, and he beats up a guy and ends up in prison too. So he's protecting this little dude because he knows that he didn't commit a murder or some shit like that. I don't know, but that's the gist of it. But I want you to imagine, for anyone in the audience that has played Doom Eternal or Return to Castle Wolfenstein, I would sign 1 million petitions. I would donate $1,000 toward the cause of getting Alan Richson to play BJ Blazkowicz or the Doom guy, Flynn Taggart. Playing BJ or Doom guy in a Wolfenstein or a Doom movie. And yeah, this is just someone edited a scene from the show with Doom music. You know, everybody knows the meme when the Doom music kicks in. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna hit the head.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with you. Figured as much.
Like, he's perfect. He's perfect for Doom guy. He's perfect for BJ from Wolfenstein.
Yeah, he's definitely got that perfect, like, space marine kind of body. Harrison Ford movie.
If you boys know what's about to happen to you, you leave now. So I'll give you to the count of 3. 1.
There's no other actor in Hollywood or anywhere otherwise that could do as good of a job as Doom Guy or BJ from Wolfenstein. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I've seen like most of the first season of Reacher. I'm like, this is just like Doom Guy if he escaped from, you know, hell and landed in some Midwestern town and had to fit in or something. Yeah, the music from fucking Doom Eternal. Doom 2016 was good, but Doom Eternal, like a hell on earth, and then like Reverend Terra until it is done. Like, even if you've never played the game, that soundtrack will make your hair stand up. It's wild. It's like somebody figured out exactly what type of sequences of sounds and samples and patches will make you just want to kick a hole in something. Yeah, like that's holy fuck. I'd love to go see him in concert.
Yeah, I think it was Doom Eternal that I was listening to it and I heard like a sample or something that I recognized from one of my own libraries. So it was like, it's always funny when that happens.
Oh, for real?
It's like, yeah, and it's like you're kind of on like, you know, you feel like, oh, okay, they got the same one that I did. So we're kind of on the same
with the
wavelength.
same whetstone, brother.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, back in the day, there weren't nearly as many. So especially in like TV soundtracks and stuff, you'd hear so many like repeated like motifs and sound. But yeah, exactly.
You know, I've been listening to this ambient soundtrack. I'll play it here in a minute. I gotta go take a whiz. But there's this. I have this lo-fi PS1 wave or whatever. It's like, oh, PlayStation 1 JRPG Shin Megami Tensei music. Hold on, the dog's barking. That's never happened before. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Nyan, 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 nyan.
The heavenly choir of angelic yings.
Oh, I forgot to turn off the echo. I was just thinking of an Offspring song. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Make the crazy taxi. Catch a ride on the crazy taxi.
Sorry. Anytime I hear the yeah.
No, same. That's where I went.
Another quarter. Oh no, Shazam. Wow. Zazz it up with Zatarans.
I remember that game.
You gotta
It was a
keep
fun
them
game.
separated.
Dude, okay, say what you will about that kind of music and those songs, but I saw like 3 Offspring shows and they were all equally awesome. So. And the song sounded just like that, so it's a correct assumption.
So they were pretty fly for some white guys.
Yeah, they were. Intermission was my favorite part. They had some weird little person come out in a Cupid outfit holding up a light up Broadway sign that said intermission. Well, it played da 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 da.
Oh, let me see if I can.
The whole thing. They were great, dude. If you've
this
never
is-
seen
is-
The
hold on.
Offspring live, they are
I gotta
fucking
see if this is
awesome.
real. I haven't heard this since I was 11. Is this real?
You gotta keep it lubricated.
Do we need to unmute your screen?
I don't think this is it.
When you're all out of passion, she ain't willing to please.
This is not.
Reading Playboys while you sit in the bathroom. Getting horny and you mix it up.
It definitely sounds like somebody trying to parody The Offspring.
It's not. Damn, a local. It's one of those things where a local radio station did a funny parody of a song that was actually really funny. It was like Bubba the Love Sponge and those people like that.
Don't call me names on stream.
Have you ever heard of that guy?
I actually have not.
Yes.
Girl boy powerhead, girl boy powerhead, some girl boy powerhead. Man. That was my first Offspring album. Yeah, I don't think I could. Sorry. Oh, jeez. Anyhow.
So I'm just tabbing over to like where you are in the animation for this part of the stream right now, and like Farrah's expression versus what I think Boogs' lines are gonna be.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
laughing.
gonna be your face right in the peak of the
Oh.
U.
Oh hell yeah.
going to someone special.
Be right back.
Oh no! We've lost one. I do have to make this window smaller. That's what I was forgetting to do.
Alright, I can get something to eat and then hop in VR. See y'all.
All right, bud. Have fun.
Yeah.
Wait, there's supposed to be another plush over there. Does that mean I've got a double plush somewhere? Oh boy.
Apparently, it is a supermoon tonight.
A supermoon?
Indeed.
What does that mean?
Means you can choose soup or moon, but you only get one.
There you
Well,
go.
the moon has cheese, so.
Very bright blue full moon, I guess.
Well, it wouldn't be blue up here, especially with the region that Fred and myself are in, because there have been fires, so it's been very orange.
Oh, lame.
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 Yup. But that does not mean that the moon isn't still very nice to look at tonight if you're in the New England region. So
Yeah, it's
look it
very
up.
full.
Look at the moon. It's got huge tracts of land. Thank you.
I just want to sing.
Oh my God. He's going to tell. He's going to tell. He's going to tell. God.
We need to watch that together sometime. I mean,
Absolutely. I haven't
it's
seen
a
that movie in like
stupid
17
movie.
years.
Dude, same. I haven't seen it since high school, and like, I had the director's cut DVD special edition like some odd years back, but somebody borrowed it and never returned it, so whatever. But that doesn't mean that I forgot it. It's fucking fantastic. I was watching Monty Python's Flying Circus in middle school because I had relatives from the UK that would come over with a VHS or two to put on for the kids during Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Oh, gentlemen, what'll be the procedure today? A birth, sir. What's that? Well, it's when we remove a baby from its mother's tummy. Ah,
The meaning of
it's
life.
brilliant what medical science can do these days.
I saw those movies when I was way too young.
Oh, same. My cousin Simon, who's from Scotland, would bring those sorts of things over, like, during the holidays, and while my grandmother didn't necessarily approve, she certainly didn't stop him from putting them on the TV, because she enjoyed it too. What are we kidding? Who are we kidding, rather?
Wolf O'Donnell. I'm gonna share this food truck that I saw on this one place. Hold on.
Yeah, just subscribe to my OnlyFoods page. Sorry.
Sauce is extra.
Don't make me
There's
giggle when
a
I have
British
liquor in my
show
mouth.
called Only Fools and Horses. Yeah, it is. That's the joke.
I actually never saw that.
Yeah, this is a takeaway truck. The name of the company is Only Foods and Sauces.
I am aware of. Are you being served outside of Monty
Fab.
Python? I should say. Are you being served Ab Fab, Faulty Towers,
Blackadder.
Little Britain, Blackadder? Yes.
We're going through quite a few decades there. But,
Jesus Christ! What's the one with Keeping Up Appearances with Hyacinth Bouquet? Not Hyacinth Bucket, which is what her name really was. Hello, Mrs. Bucket. It's Bouquet, darling. Bouquet.
the young ones. You can't forget the young ones.
Oh, I introduced you to the
Once
young
in every
ones, I
lifetime
think.
comes
I
a
hope
love
you
like
did.
this.
Wait. Another one that's a gem. It's a very niche kind of style of humor, and if you don't like it, that's fine. But The League of Gentlemen is one of my favorite series of all time.
Not to be confused with the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Exactly, but it's god awful, but it's fucking hilarious.
Killed my career.
Are you local? This is a local shop for local people only.
Tell us about your pussy.
Oh my god, Mrs. Slocum's pussy. Look, Mrs. Slocum's pussy was so wet this morning, she had to dry it out in front of the fire before she came in today.
Morning, Mrs. Slocum.
Oh my god.
is this the compilation? Yeah, here we go.
It probably is.
Okay. Yeah, this is it.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Put this shit on. Put
Morning,
that
Mrs.
shit on
Slocum,
full
Mrs.
volume.
Peacock. 1 minute late.
You're lucky to have me at all, Captain Peacock. I had to throw my pussy out before I came. You've been out all night. Well, if I'm not home on the stroke of 6, my pussy goes mad.
I never have any trouble in getting up in the morning. My pussy's just like an alarm clock. Every morning at 6:15, it drops its clockwork mouse on my pillow and it won't give over. Not until I've wound it up and had a game under the bed.
No wonder I'm here at all, you know. My pussy got soaking wet. I had to dry it out in front of the fire before I left. Well, if I'm to spend an evening in this club, there'll have to be accommodation for my pussy.
It must have been awful for you.
Oh, it was.
Well, Mrs. Axelby could see the state I was in, so she went straight up to the sergeant at the desk and she said, "Have any of your constables reported having seen this lady's pussy?"
Well, I can't stay too late. The man next door is popping in every half hour to keep an eye on my pussy. Well, now we've got that sorted out, can we get on? I've got to get home. If my pussy isn't attended to by 8 o'clock, I shall be stroking it for the rest of the evening.
And I've only got to go upstairs to my flat, put the kettle on, and have a nice cup of tea in front of the fire with my pussy.
Mr. Humphreys, leave my pussy alone. Well, I just do simple cooking to my own taste. But you'll never see a dirty plate in my kitchen. And if there are any leftovers, my pussy gobbles them up in a fly. Hello, is that Mr. Akbar? Mrs. Slocum here, your next-door neighbour. I wonder, would you do me a favour? Would you go to my front door, bend down, and look through the letterbox? And if you can see my pussy, would you drop a sardine on the mat? On the mantelpiece in my parlour, I've got
I'm only upset I'm laughing like a half a second late.
Oh, therefore my pussy. Oh, I'm so sorry we're late. But we lost our transport.
God damn it.
What did you have, a snowplow?
I had 6 Yorkshire Terriers at the end of when we left the backyard door.
After we cleared a path with a shovel.
I shouted, mush, mush, and nothing happened.
But then they spotted my pussy and took off like that. Am I to take it that you refuse me permission to give my pussy facilities for her confinement?
I'm afraid there's no possibility.
Fuck off.
I'm surprised my mom let me watch as much of that as she did.
Oh my.
There are a
And if
couple
you haven't
shows
ever
that my
seen
mom
Are You
liked.
Being Served?
Oh man, yeah. If there was a show like that my mom really liked and they got that raunchy, she'd let it slide.
Oh no, dude. Well, I mean, you have to remember, like, I'm the firstborn American in my family, so like, a lot of this shit was on TV all the time. I'm an anger baby.
I misheard that as anger baby.
I was a bit of an anger baby too, but like they determined later that that was ADHD and stimulation.
That's like something from Left 4 Dead. Don't wake the anger baby.
Don't wake the anger baby. I'll never make that noise again.
I wouldn't mind playing some Left 4 Dead on stream.
I mean, I'm down to clown around. Who we got?
Joe, would you be up for playing another chapter of Left 4 Dead?
I'd love to, but I'm almost out of steam. Maybe I'll just watch and fall asleep.
You coward.
Well,
that's allowed, but I'm going to call you out
even
for it.
At 4 total people, but if you're backing out, that's just me and Bubba. So, maybe next time.
I can't believe you just left them for dead.
It's okay. As much as I love playing video games with y'all, it doesn't have to be every night.
Wouldn't fucking hurt.
No, it wouldn't. But if I played video games every night, how would I ever attend to my pussy? I should play a video game before bed, though. It's been nothing but drawing legs and body parts for
that's
the
all
whole
I've been
fucking
doing
day.
today. I got home.
But you did shit today. I mean, I literally stayed at home and I did art studies for the whole day. And you know what? That's actually therapy for me and a good use of my time, but that's still technically work.
Yeah, I'd like to play some, State of Decay 2.
We could do that. Anybody could join in at that point. Well, I mean, a limited number of people.
We don't
but...
have to play that online, but...
No, we don't. Also, I don't know if Rex and Greg and anybody else in our usual social, no offense, stream, have actually seen any of Are You Being Served or other things we've referenced, and we should watch that together sometime.
That would be great.
I would really like
shows
it.
that I would grab. I like Mrs. Brown's Boys. That's another good one.
Oh my god, yes, that's a great one. You know,
That shit,
I showed that to my mom. She fucking loved Mrs. Brown's Boys. Like, she was rolling when I went to go.
her?
Because we had watched it like sometime last year. I showed some of it to her when I went to go visit. She was dying.
That's great. I'm up for that trip anytime you are.
Let's plan for August of next year. That's around her birthday. It's close to yours. Maybe we could make it a thing.
We could.
Remember, it's only about $2,000 to rent an RV from.
That's nothing. Like we can save up for that
for a week.
I don't think I'll get to Farah tonight. But we'll see. About next time. I wonder why some of these are see-through. It's only on that texture, though.
At some point, unrelated to everything that is going on, I need to show you Ashi and Chipak because I finally found the original South Korean dub of it, and it's great. The English dub of it is
You said it
shit
sucked.
garbage terrible.
It's far garbage.
Oh,
So naturally, you have to watch the English one.
What?
I was thinking about getting on here tomorrow, so I want to keep streaming every now and then until this ad's finished. Especially the multi-language stuff. I'm gonna do the English thing one day, then the next day the Spanish thing.
Hey, on this same train of thought, if you don't mind my interruption, do you want me to make a video of what you would do for sign language if you wanted to do a thing with some lemurs?
As cool of an idea as that is, and I totally would, that would add like a week.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
It was
It
time
was
for the sign language stuff.
had some devil's lettuce, man. It sounded like a fun idea. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's a good idea. It's just for an ad. Like I'm trying
It's
to get
overboard.
it out as soon as
It's
possible.
excess.
Animating
Yeah.
sign language would add like 2 weeks onto it. But yeah, I'm like the Spanish part, the Russian part, the Japanese part, and the Mandarin part. I'm going to do all of them. I think I will do a good enough job for each. I will have a consultant on each. Like even for the Spanish one, for what Wolf is going to say for that part of the ad, I'm going to make sure some of my Spanish friends say that not only do I say the right words, but I act it out good enough to where a Spanish viewer would not see it as cringe. And then when that voice line is good enough, then I'm going to ask my Russian friends. Then I'm going to ask my Japanese friends. Then I'm going to ask my friends who can speak Chinese. I have like I know 3 people. Maybe I'm going to stick with Sid, of course, but I'm still going to run it by the other 2 people I know. Esto es cringe. Pinche cringe, cabrón. Hijo puta. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be next on the list. Tomorrow, I think this is gonna be the screen or the camera shot here. Blah. It's gonna go bzzzt. Well, I mean, do y'all really want us to play Left 4 Dead 2? I'd be up for playing one, and then I want to hop off and do, I don't know, State of Decay 2 with Bubba.
I could probably hold out for that long. I'm hydrated. I'm in just the right balance of where I need to be.
Oh, good. I'm exactly where I want to be right now. Hey. I got a call back from the wishing well. Yeah, hers isn't gonna go to the side. It's gonna go to the top. So I want people to see the shadow forming here at the bottom just a little bit. Well, if Bubba and I are playing Left 4 Dead 2, is there anyone else in the voice chat that would be up for Left 4 Dead 2?
Also, if you're doing that, just know I want to refill my water and I want to use the restroom, so I'll be back in 2 minutes at the earliest, 3 at the latest.
Yeah, we
do
might
that.
have to do Left 4 Dead some other time. That's all right. What are we looking at? I said I just wanted to pop on for a couple hours and hang around and say hi to everybody. Things are going good. The plush ad's almost done. All I gotta do is animate Farrah's model punting the little plush thing. And the actual 2D animation will be forthcoming shortly thereafter. I guess. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. I might be back on tomorrow. It's Monday. We'll see what's up. Until then, y'all have a good one, and I will catch you later.
See ya.
Have a good night.